Okay, now we're here at the machine, and we're going to start right about here below the zipper pull so that it's not in the way. You just slide that up under and position your zipper foot so that it's letting you get in close to the zipper, but not too close. And you're just going to start sewing a straight line. Now as you sew, you need to be careful underneath because you have the front bodice right underneath there, and you want to make sure you don't sew the two layers together. So every little section that you do, you then want to pull it down out of the way. Now as you get here to where the bodice meets the skirt, it's going to be a little thick through there, but you don't change anything about what you're doing. Underneath you can kind of scoot the ruffles out to make sure they're not bunched up under there, but otherwise you just keep sewing straight. Now this is a tween size dress, so it's a fairly long zipper going all the way down into the skirt. So the zipper that you sew may not be quite so long to get down in there. But it really is just a straight line down. Now once you get down here, you want to make sure you go to where the stop for your zipper is. Put your needle down, lift the foot up. So with your needle down and your foot up, you'll rotate the whole dress, so that you can now sew toward you. Now before you do anything, you want to check your layers underneath, make sure you're not going to be messing up anything on that other layer. Then put your foot down and you're ready to sew across until you're to about the same distance there. Now at this point, if you want to, you can turn around and sew all the way back, or if you'd like, you can start at the top of the zipper. You can take the thread out and start at the top again. But I usually like to just rotate again and go back where we came from. If you're worried about your fabric, maybe if you have satin all getting pushed one way, that's why you would want to start at the top both times so that it kind of goes even. But with the fabric I'm using, I'm not too worried about that. So now we're going to just sew back the way we just came. I should have pointed my pins the other direction so they were easy to remove. Again, kind of occasionally check underneath to make sure you're not getting anything bunched in there. Now, we can continue on up until you're at the same place that we started earlier. We're getting close. See, right about there. You want to back stitch so it won't come loose. Go ahead and take it out. Okay, now what we'll do is you want to slide the zipper pull down out of the way. We won't be able to sew past it as long as it's there in the way. And so you're gonna, you need to, like on mine, it's not letting me pull it down. So we can actually come to the front and loosen our basting stitches. You could do it before or after, but with mine I just decided it would be easier this way. So all of those basting stitches that we did when we first started, Now we can go through with our seam ripper and remove those, and it will show us that zipper underneath. Now you can see my sewing wasn't perfect there, but it still allowed the zipper to show through. Okay, so there you see we have the zipper. So for this part, we want to zip that down out of the way so that it's completely out of the way, and then we'll go back to the back side here. So we just need to finish that sewing up. Now what we'll do at the top when we get there is, remember we have the seam that folds over. You'll take this little edge, the flap, and you want to tuck it right behind that flap. And it'll tuck right in there. And then I like to pin it in place. And the same on the other side. Move all those threads out of the way. Again, tuck the flap back behind. And just make it so it's nice and flush there. Okay, so what we're going to do now here at the top where the pins are, we're going to sew across to set those so that we can remove our pins and then sew down. So you could do this with your regular foot, but since we have our zipper foot on, that's what we're going to use. So once you have the foot pressed down to hold it in place, you can remove the pin and then just sew the zipper in place across there. And then do it on the other side. I actually already did that one. Okay, so now we have it secure at the top and we have it secure down here up to where we sewed. So we really just have to fill in that little gap from when we moved the zipper pull down out of the way. So we're going to line up just like we did at the very beginning, but this time starting right at the top. Okay, so we just sewed this part, and now I'm going to do the same thing over here, but since I have my zipper foot that's sewing on this side of the zipper, to sew this little section I'm going to turn the dress around and start right at that point. I'm going to start here where we left off. And sew just right up to the end. And that's how you finish sewing your zipper. Again, really all we did was sew a straight line down, across, and back up, but also while moving the zipper pull out of the way. Now we'll go over and show you how it looks when we remove the stitches. Okay, now we have it here on our table. All we need to do is turn the dress inside out again, or right side out. Lay it down flat. And again, with our seam ripper, we can take those out the rest of the way. And you want to carefully do just a few threads at a time. You don't want to go real fast because your seam ripper will cut right through your fabric. So you do just a few at a time, and that reveals the zipper under there. Now as you get down through where the bodice meets the skirt, it can be pretty bulky through there. So you'll want to check and make sure that it's all securely sewn in place. It should be, you just want to double check. I've had some come loose before, so you just want to go back and sew into it again. Now again, on smaller dresses, this will be a much quicker process. I'm just working on a big dress. Okay, I think that's far enough for now. And then you'll just go and pull all of those threads out, and you should be able to just unzip your zipper, and it'll go down all the way in. And you have your neat and tidy zipper there.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.